Family and friends, my name is Courtney Fuller, and as a registered civil celebrant, it is my absolute joy to welcome you here today on behalf of Mark and Jasmine. Today we have come to witness a moment in time that truly is like no other. Standing before you today, they will make promises to one another that will last a lifetime as they join their lives together in marriage. I'd like to encourage us all right now to stop and just take a deep breath in. We're going to take a moment and soak in this incredible setting. Gorgeous. Before moving forward in their ceremony, Jasmine and Mark wanted to especially recognise their families, their grandparents, their parents, siblings and extended family. Growing up, they have both been surrounded by love and kindness. They have watched and they have learned from those once-in-a-lifetime relationships all around them with their strength, their loyalty, their unwavering and unconditional love. All of this has guided them here to this very day. We recognise that there are loved ones who could not be with us and their presence is dearly missed. But Mark and Jasmine wanted to acknowledge that they would not be the people that stand before us today without the values, the lessons, the guidance and the beautiful memories that they hold in their hearts. So thank you very much, families. Jasmine and Mark. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete. The person that makes life seem simple when it is complex and uncertain. That person is your soulmate, and with whom you share a bond that is so special you cannot imagine spending another day of your life without them. And you have found this in each other. Today, it is part of my duty as celebrant to explain that I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in my presence and in the presence of these beautiful witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and the binding nature of the relationship in which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. It is committing to love each other without condition, as a decision that is made with a faithful promise. You two can come together and hold hands if you like. Love often feels like a crazy chance and sometimes even a weird coincidence. So I would like to take you back to a bustling Saturday night in May of 2015. A chance meeting was set up by a mutual friend at the Elephant British pub, which began a conversation. As they began to talk, Jasmine's first thoughts were how tall Mark was and how he looked like the typical engineering uni student. The subject quickly turned to football, with Jazz repeating perhaps one too many times that night in denial, "Oh no, but you're a Port supporter." That night, Mark was immediately taken by how attractive Jasmine was, and he was totally impressed by her football knowledge, even though, alas, she did barrack for the wrong team. Football aside, Mark could see that Jazz was a go-getter and that she wasn't going to let anything get in her way. And from that night, he knew that he wanted to get to know her more. Early in their relationship, Jazz had the travel bug and was planning an exchange to England at the time. By the time she left, Mark had already realised that he was more than happy to wait for her, And then he decided that he'd join her, flying over to meet her crazy and loved English relatives, and then road tripping to Nottingham, and then on to Scotland for Hogmanay. They reflect on how much they have loved travelling together to the Azores in Portugal, throughout Spain and England, and closer to home, spending time in Tasmania, Darwin, the Flinders Ranges, and watching sunsets in Port Broughton. They have many incredible memories already made together, which includes the simpler things which they both appreciate just as much, like eating brunch at cafes, practicing footy and volleyball, and simply snuggling up on the couch with their gorgeous girl, Whitney. Jazz remembers saying, "I love you" first at Mark's house in Kensington. She was absolutely full of nerves before he, of course, said it straight back. She first knew that Mark was her kind of person when they began speaking about things happening in each other's families' lives. It was in this that she realised that he was someone that she could trust completely and confide in. Someone who would support her and stand by her always. She loved his easygoing nature and the fact that he is always there for the people around him with no question or judgment. For Mark, it was the early stages that he remembers a moment when they were just laying chatting, and Jasmine said something that made him realise there is so much more to this girl than meets the eye. And he knew that he had found somebody really special. He knew that Jazz was the one when he noticed how easily she was able to make all the stresses and worries of his day just melt away within moments of seeing her. And to add to this, it was undeniable how much joy she brought to everyone around her. Let's fast forward a couple of years, filled with adventure, growth, challenges, love, and laughter. It was in August of 2019, on a spontaneous moment, as they were swimming at Florence Falls in Litchfield National Park, that Mark waited nervously for the other swimmers to give them enough space before turning to Jazz and asking her to marry him. Jazz remembers how pale and serious Mark got just in the few moments before he asked the question, but she was extremely excited to say yes. And so here we are today, as they look forward, today being an anchor that will connect their past, their present, and their future. As sweethearts, helpmates, friend and guide, together may they take on the cares and problems of life more bravely. Jazz and Mark, in each other, you see a person who will walk alongside you and who will build a future with yours, knowing that your home is wherever you are together. You see someone who will wipe the tears of sorrow and the tears of joy from your eyes, and that will hold your family as one. They will give you strength and comfort when you need, and who loves you endlessly, even as wrinkles and age persist. In a moment, I will invite Diana and Joe to come forward and do a reading, but before we do, we are going to get ready for the warming of the rings. So with this process, Justin will pass the rings from one to the other. If you are comfortable to partake in this ritual, when it is your turn, please hold the rings between your palms and impart them with your prayers, your hopes, and your wishes for Mark and Jasmine's future. This way, not only will it carry the love that they each share, but it will carry their hopes and dreams from you from today into their future as well. Diana and Joe, would you like to come on up?
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonour others, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres.
Happy is the bride that rain falls on. May your mornings bring joy and your evenings bring peace. May your troubles grow few as your blessings increase. May the saddest day of your future be no worse than the happiest day of your past. May your hands be forever clasped in friendship and hearts joined in love.
Thank you so much for sharing those readings with us, ladies. They were both beautifully read. And when the rings have been passed to everyone, if they can please be returned to Justin at the front, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Yeah. So Jasmine and Mark have chosen to write their own vows for today. So brace yourselves. That's what's coming next.
Mark, today I choose you for life. From this day I would walk alongside you in everything that is to come. I have fallen in love with you for every little thing that makes you who you are. Your kindness, morals, your laid-back nature, yet also your stubbornness, your strength and that cheeky, dry, witty sense of humour that never fails to make me smile and reassures me that you are the love of my life. Your love, loyalty and brilliance inspire me always to be the best person that I can be. Your patience has kept me grounded, and you are the calm before and after a storm. I never could have imagined I would be spending my life with someone as wonderful as you. And thank you for loving me so completely. I promise to love you as you have loved me, through all hardships and darkness, to reach our joys and hopes, always with honesty and faith in each other. I promise to be your best friend, to support you always, and to be the safe place that you will come home to at the end of every day. I will stand by you in times that are exceptional and also when times are hard. I promise to encourage you, inspire you to achieve your goals, and always push you to pursue the things in life that will make you happy. I promise to trust and respect you, listen to your advice and occasionally take it without fussing. I promise not to sweat the small stuff and to never take a moment of our love or time for granted. And I vow to revisit these promises as we grow older and change, but I hope that they will always remind us of solid ground if ever things seem unclear or shaky. And I truly hope for us that we will look back one day with a big smile and laugh, because together we took on life, leaving no stone left unturned, no flight or road trip left untravelled, taking all of life's detours and surprises in our stride, never missing that opportune moment for a cheesy or inappropriate joke, and always supporting and loving each other along the way. Mark, I love you.
Ooh. Jasmine, the way the last couple of weeks have gone, I'm still slightly shocked that we're actually standing here. But here, with you standing in front of me, I know that nothing could have ever stopped us from getting here. You've done more for me far out. You've done more for me than you could ever know, and more than I could ever truly express. You've been my shoulder to cry upon in the difficult times, and my loudest supporter in the good. Vows wouldn't be complete without a few promises, but these are not just words to me. These are non-negotiable things that I'll never stop doing. I promise to always challenge you and to push you to be the best version of yourself. I promise to always be there to support you and to lift you back to your feet. I promise to continue loving you with everything that I have for the rest of my life. From the first day we met, you've brought endless joy into my life. I love the way your mind works. I love your sense of humour. And I love the way that you make any issue seem insignificant. I love your fierce competitive streak and your endless compassion and thoughtfulness to others. before we met, I thought life was going pretty well. And then you showed up and you showed me how much better it could be. Standing here before you, I think life's pretty good again. But something tells me that I might be just as clueless as before. And I can't wait to find out. I love you.
Guys, well done. Does anyone need a tissue? Well, they were fantastic. Well done. Is there a dry eye in the house? It's not mine. Okay, so now we proceed to the asking and the exchanging of rings. So Justin, if I can come and have you stand nice and close for me. Beautiful. Yeah, okay. Ready? Jasmine, do you take Mark to be your husband and companion for life?
I do.
Mark, do you take Jasmine to be your companion and wife for life?
I do.
And I ask of you both, do you promise to take each other exactly as you are, loving who you are now and who you are yet to become?
I do.
Do you promise to walk this journey together on rough roads and smooth, in conflict and in peace, sharing your joys and splitting your sorrows?
I do.
To walk by each other's side always, to love, help, encourage in all that you do, inspiring each other to be the best person that you can be.
I do.
To be honest, kind, patient and forgiving, to be each other's shelter and support.
I do.
And to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish as husband and wife.
I do.
Excellent. Justin, if we can please have the rings, I'll get you to give Mark's ring to Jasmine first and just hold them to the other one for now. Beautiful. So Jazz, you're going to hold the mic. You're going to hold the ring.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Jasmine Lee Wesbrot, take you, Mark William Warwick, to be my lawfully wedded husband.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Mark William Warwick, take you, Jasmine Lee Wesbrot, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
Yours ready? Perfect. Mike again is yours. Beautiful. And you can move it.
With this ring, I forge a new path on our adventure together. Let it be a symbol of our love. May it represent our todays, our tomorrows, our future, and our past. So as I give you my hands to hold, I give you my life to keep.
Thank you. Lovely. So Mark, hold the ring, hold the mic.
With this ring, I forge a new path on our adventure together. Let it be a symbol of our love. May it represent our today, our tomorrow, our futures and our past. As I have given you my hands to hold, so I give you my life to keep.
And with that, Jasmine and Mark, it is my absolute pleasure to declare you as husband and wife. You may now share your first kiss as a married couple. Woo!